Hi, my name is Lindsay Vispla. I'm majoring in elementary education and I'm from Woodbury, Minnesota. I'm doing this interview as an assignment for my Introduction to Education class here at University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire, and I'm really happy that my professor had us do this because it's a great way to kind of track your progress as you spend your 4 years at college, because I can't wait to look back on this and see what my teaching beliefs were and what grade I wanted to teach and all that different kind of stuff when I'm a senior compared to when I'm a freshman like I am now. In my opinion, the purpose of education is to teach young kids and young adults so that they're ready for the real world when they finish their K through 12 education or if they continue on to college. I think it's really important that they're prepared, whether that be academically, socially, and I think so many of those things do stem from education and their time in the school system. I think it's really important that a student obviously gains academic knowledge throughout their years at school as well as social. And I think school is a great way to build social skills because students are dealing with conflict and confusing situations with others around them, and it's going to help them deal with those things later on when they're older, whether that be at college or in a job or real world, and it really helps build healthy relationships for them and learn what healthy relationships are as they progress on later in life, so that they're able to prepare for what's to come academically as well as socially. I believe that the role of the student is to be engaged and willing to learn. I can't imagine anything being more frustrating to a teacher than a student who is disrespectful and unwilling to participate. Hard work is what most teachers expect from their students. Throughout my years of education, I know that my teachers have appreciated the dedication I've put into my studies. On top of the academic expectations that students should contribute to a classroom, I really think that students should contribute respect and other social skills to a classroom. I think learning how to get along with people and group projects and just making your own classroom a safe place is what each student needs to contribute. Because if you have one student who has a negative attitude or doesn't want to learn, doesn't want to be there, that attitude is going to kind of give off to all your other students in the classroom, and they're not going to want to be there either, and it's going to take away their focus from learning. So I think it's really important that although students need to be academically engaged and need to work hard, I think they also need to gain those social skills and be nice and be friends with their classmates as well. On the flip side is the role of teachers in education. Like the student, I believe that the teacher is responsible for putting in hard work and effort. From lesson plans to being there for your students, teachers do it all. Growing up, I spent more hours of each day with teachers than I did with my own parents. With that, I appreciated the bond between me and my teachers. I became so close with one of my teachers in high school that she told my parents that she would happily adopt me. One phrase comes to mind when I think of the teacher's role in a community, and that is role model. I have looked up to all of my teachers, and if I were to see my teachers doing something bad or say illegal, I would be crushed. Some students do not have any positive role models in their life. No parents, no grandparents, no friends to look up to. Therefore, those people most likely look up to their educators, and they want to be just like them. Obviously, this applies to me as I want to be in their shoes. I love and hate this question at the same time. I want to teach so badly that it almost makes this question hard to answer. Becoming a teacher has been my deepest passion since I was 3 years old. My family has VHS home videos of me teaching them in my family room. I was raised in 3 houses. In each one, there was a room in the basement dedicated to being my classroom. They are fully equipped with desks, whiteboards, posters, books, and worksheets. I have known for basically my entire life that teaching is my absolute passion. I want to be a teacher because I want to help young children fall madly in love with learning. Right now, I am confident that I want to teach at the elementary level. Throughout my senior year of high school, I had an internship in a second grade classroom that I absolutely loved. Also, I volunteered as a Sunday school teacher at the first grade level for 3 years. I understand that teaching jobs can be difficult to come by. A Blue Gold who graduated last year told me to take any teaching job that I can get. With that being said, I would be happy at any grade, but would choose second grade if I had the option. As I continue my education and someday teach in a classroom of my own, I'm sure my teaching beliefs and philosophies will change, but as of right now, here are my teaching beliefs. I believe that all students have unique skills and talents that deserve to be showcased in a classroom. With that being said, I want to learn what my students' skills are, what they're good at, what they enjoy doing even outside of school, and I want to integrate that into the classroom. For example, if a student loves music and loves playing the guitar, then something that we could do is have them play their guitar or do a lesson through music and just finding ways to have the kids' outside life and things that they enjoy doing and their hobbies be integrated into the classroom. I believe that all students can and want to learn. It's up to me as a teacher to make my classroom a place where students believe that they can flourish. I believe that it's important for me to keep up to date with the newest trends in the classroom in terms of professional development and technology. I know that many schools require teachers to stay up to date on professional development within their own schools or their school district, but I strive to go beyond that and go to different events or take online classes or just keep up to date with different things that I can bring to my classroom and different things for my students to do and to use, and always having something new for them to do because I know the importance of keeping fresh with things in the classroom so that students don't get bored of the same day-to-day routine. I believe in doing whatever it takes to see my students succeed. Even if that means teaching something a different way or straying away from the lesson plan a little bit, I want to be able to kind of maneuver around the classroom in a way that's going to help the students and do whatever they need to do to succeed. So if a group of students need to learn one way and a group of students need to learn another way, I'm willing to teach things in many different ways so that everyone kind of understands and enjoys what they're learning. I want to be a teacher who is driven, outgoing, welcoming, and looked up to. I would love for my students to feel like the classroom is their home away from home. When I was in third grade, I dealt with bullying. I had just moved to Michigan from Minnesota and did not know anyone. One day, a girl's bullying towards me turned physical. Of course, my parents contacted the school. My teacher said she was aware that it happened, but because she didn't see it, she couldn't do anything about it. I aspire to be a teacher who does not let her students feel the way that I felt. I will make sure that my students are comfortable and ready to learn in my classroom. Through my internships and personal school experiences, I know the importance of technology. The first technology that I would love to have when I have a classroom of my own is a smartboard. I think it's a great way to get students interacting in the classroom and for them to be able to see things. In my internship, my teacher that I did it with used her smartboard every single day throughout the entire day, and the students loved it, and I think I would have benefited from it when I was in elementary school as well. Additional technology would be the use of iPads and laptops. I think it'd be a great idea to get students started using these devices at an early age because they're only going to continue using them even more. I like the idea of students learning to use PowerPoints at a young age and possibly even using email. When I was in my internship, the teacher actually had the students do assignments online, and the students enjoyed it because they could do it at home, and this was done through Google Classroom. In addition, I think the use of iPads is very helpful and different games and stuff that they can do on there. An example that I used when I tutored this summer is this app that is very helpful that students can use, and they can just move the blocks around. I know in second grade they use these a lot, so to be able to actually do it on a fun platform like this really interests students, and I think it'd be a great idea for them to be able to use something that they normally use for games or watching videos and use that for education purposes. I believe that a teacher should almost always have a positive attitude. It's human nature to have bad days and for things to go wrong, but students feed off the attitude of the teacher. I know that I tend to shut down in my learning when my teachers act poorly or have a bad attitude. Teachers must have attitudes that welcome students' growth and make them feel comfortable and ready to learn. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I look forward to watching this again at the end of the semester, at the end of the school year, and at the end of my 4 years after I graduate college, and see what my beliefs were and what grade I wanted to teach and kind of what formed me into the teacher that I want to be.